Hi, Jen.
We've got a beautiful, beautiful day in store for us today, and football weather. Absolutely. You know what? At the tailgate, it is on the cooler side, but thanks to the lake, we're right around 60 degrees right now. Winds out of the east and they are light. Some fog in areas, but we've got lots of sunshine. At kickoff, Browns Ravens 75 degrees, winds out of the north at 5 to 10. We've got plenty of sunshine. So right now it's all about the fog. In fact, visibility down to around a quarter of a mile in many areas, extending from Toledo to Fremont, Lorain, even at Hopkins Airport down towards Worcester, New Philadelphia. We're down to 2.5 in Akron, 3/4 in Ashtabula. So a dense fog advisory for everybody until 10 a.m. 10 a.m. we'll start to notice it lifting, and then we'll get into that sunshine. Temperatures right now generally in the low 50s for most of us. Here's one of the cooler spots, North Canton, checking in at 50 degrees, 54 as you head into Hudson, 50, 52 Middleburg Heights, and 55 in Lakewood. So again, our temperatures on the cooler side to start, but this afternoon get that sunshine, mid, possibly even upper 70s. Now, there will be some fog around tomorrow morning. It will be patchy, but once again, we warm up. In fact, so much that we'll hit 80 tomorrow afternoon. By Tuesday, feeling like summer. Low 80s expected. Now, I do have a pattern flip. We'll have a full look at this first full week of October in just a bit. Rosie.
Well, I don't think AI will replace a beautiful sunny day. Not at all. We've got a really good one on tap today.
We do, and if you loved yesterday, you're going to love today even more. I think temperatures a touch warmer than yesterday. We're just dealing with the fog this morning, but again, give it about 2 more hours and that fog will be long gone, and put on sunglasses. All right, so we've turned a new month. It is October 1st, so I figured I'd give you the lowdown of October. So the average high, 70 degrees at the first of the month. By the end of the month, our average high, 58. I know it's a shocker, right? 52, the average low at the first of the month. Very chilly, 42 on the 31st. Sun received 52%, and these are the things we don't want to talk about, okay? Our average first freeze is October 28th, so we still have the whole month to get through. And of course, 1/100th of an inch of snow. That's the average in October. We all know it snowed more than that. Now, warmest day, 93, and the coldest day, 19. So that's your October. When we think about October, we think about Halloween weekends at Cedar Point. You're headed there today. It's going to be beautiful. Temperatures lower 70s. By the time we get into those spooky hours, our temperatures will drop back into the mid 60s. Still doable for sure. Now, Browns Ravens kickoff, 75 degrees, a degree shy of that. I think it's going to be 75 at kickoff. I want to be exact there. Winds out of the north at 5 to 10 with lots of sunshine, and you will not need those hats and gloves, or the rain gear for that matter. So here's a look at your time lapse. So we've got plenty of sunshine already across the area. I am watching for some spots for some fog. There's some patchy fog down towards North Canton. Looks like it's lifting. And then we do have some patchy clouds as you head out towards Put-in Bay. Temperatures currently in the lower 50s. It's 53 down in Ashland, 51 in Menor, mid 50s in Paynesville. Wellington, you're one of our chilly spots, checking in at 50. And we've got lower 50s towards the Heights, and it's 53 in Independence. So we get a treat the first couple of days of October. See this ridge? It's building in, and we're talking a warm up by about 10, possibly 15 degrees. That puts us well into the low 80s at times. I'll show you that coming up in your 8-day. It's here for several days, but then watch this. This is something we don't want to see, that trough diving and digging into our area, that the blues start to show up. By the end of the week, here's our pattern flip. We go from 80s to a huge drop. It might not even reach 60 degrees come this time next week. So we've got a cool down in store, and that looks like it's going to stay in place for a couple of days before evening out as we head into October 10th, 11th, and 12th. All right, so when you get those pattern flips, you know something else comes back, and it's our rain chances. So we are dry through Wednesday. Next chance of rain will really come Thursday night, and it's not nothing that's going to be widespread, widely scattered as we head into the upcoming weekend. So there you have it, 78 today, 80 tomorrow, low 80s Tuesday and Wednesday. That's your summer feel kind of day. We've got the rain arriving Thursday night into Friday with the front, and then say hello to the cool till we're right around peak for our leaf peeping season. All right, so here's a look at your 8-hour forecast. Near the lakeshore, temperatures will hover in the lower 70s, but inland I expect upper 70s, and I expect this view. Lots and lots of sunshine throughout the day today. The exception this morning for the next couple of hours, there are spots here where visibility is virtually nothing, and that's over towards Port Clinton, Lorain, Ravenna, zero visibility. Same with Ashtabula. That extends down through Trumbull County. Youngstown, you've come up a touch here, but still 3/4 of a mile visibility, and Akron up to 2 miles now. So some fog out there, rather dense. Temperatures in the lower 50s. We're not going to get these temperatures to warm up until that fog disappears. So by the time we hit about 10 o'clock, I do expect to see some more 60s, even some mid 60s on the map here. Looking at storm fogs, absolutely nothing going on across our area other than the fog, any kind of rain shower activity to the north of us, north and west. That is staying up in the upper Great Lakes. So thankfully we've got this area of high pressure to protect us. That's going to keep us nice and dry over the next several days. So on Futurecast, it's more about temperature forecast. So let's take you hour by hour here. This is 11 a.m. Temperatures already in the lower 70s in spots. We're headed into the upper 70s this afternoon for those away from the lake. I think 80 might be pushing it, but I wouldn't be surprised if we get a straight 80. However, we're expecting 80s tomorrow into Tuesday and Wednesday. So even in the evening, looking quite nice, mainly clear. There could be some patchy fog to start tomorrow morning. Of course, you're going to want to tune in to Patty Harkin and Scott Sable. They'll have the latest. By the time we hit that 7 a.m. hour, we will be in the lower 50s. By 1 o'clock in the afternoon, though, we warm up in a big way. We've got 80, possibly 81, 82 in places. It is going to be a warm afternoon, and this trend will continue. And look, absolutely no cloud cover. So we've got wall-to-wall sunshine the next several days. Yesterday, we managed to hit 74, our average high 70. So yes, above average. Sunrise this morning was at 7:24 and sunset is at 7:10. We do need the rain. We wrapped up the month 6th driest on record for September. We were down about just over 3 inches, and we only picked up over 3/4 of an inch. So upper 70s today, fog around this morning because we had plenty of sunshine through the afternoon. A foot or less on the lake today, and tomorrow our water temperature checking in at 69. And then tonight we're in the upper 50s, patchy fog around once again, but we warm up nicely tomorrow. Plenty of sunshine, temperatures right around 80. Low 80s for everybody. Tuesday into Wednesday. These are our summer-like days before our next front moves.
Leaf peeping very soon.
Oh yeah, the colors are already changing, and you need those bright sunny days to really bring out the color and those cool crisp nights. Now we do have some cool crisp nights ahead of us, but right now it's all about the sunny bright days. So
and that's going to be really welcome for a lot of folks.
It is, and welcome October.
It's here.
Can you believe it? It's
Snow's
October
coming around
1st.
the corner. Just around the corner.
No, don't say that, Rosie.
Just
but
around
I'll
the
let you know
corner.
when in just a second. All right, so here are the averages for October on this first. 70 the high, 52 the low. The average high on the 31st at the end of the month on Halloween falls to 58 degrees, 42 overnight low. That's when we'll have those crisp starts. Sun received 52%. The average snow, let's just not even talk about it, just a trace there. And the average first freeze in Cleveland on the 28th, so at the end of the month. So we still have all this month to enjoy. So warmest day, 93, and the coldest day, 19 degrees. Now let's talk about our fall foliage across the area. We do have partial change going on right now. As we head into next week, that's when we're going to be nearing peak. The 3rd week of October, and at the very end, we're going to be at peak. So end of the month, that's when we're going to see our really bright colors across our area. All right, so when we think of October, we also think about football weather. And of course, we got a big game going on here this afternoon. 1 o'clock kickoff time, 75 degrees, definitely a bright one. We'll have lots of sunshine. You'll need your sunglasses, no rain gear, no hats, no gloves needed, and a beautiful day at Cedar Point. For Halloween weekends, we've got temperatures in the low 70s, even near the lake. By the time we get to those spooky hours, our temperatures drop back into the mid 60s. Here's your time lapse. Lots of sunshine across the area, but there's also fog in places. Not in these views, though, where there was some patchy fog North Canton earlier, and we did have some patchy clouds out towards Put-in Bay. Temperatures low in mid 50s. It's 60, though, in Paynesville. As we head towards the lakeshore, Lakewood, 58 degrees. Wellington, though, you're still checking in, had a chilly 50 and 55 in Independence. So we have this ridge that is building in across our area. This is going to keep us about 10 degrees, possibly even 12, 13 degrees above average the next several days. So we're looking at a taste of summer once again as we head into the second month of meteorological fall. But watch this, after October 5th, we've got this trough that's going to dig in. The blues start to show up. So a big pattern flip ahead of us as we head towards the end of this week and into the upcoming week. And then we zone out there right around average. So this pattern flip takes us to 82 degrees on Tuesday. By next Sunday, it's going to be a struggle to even reach 60. So a big flip. When you get those big flips, you also get the rain associated with it. So we're dry for days. Our next chance will be late in the day on Thursday. Best shot coming Thursday night. That's with the front, and that's with our big change. So we need the rain because we're the 6th driest on record here for the month of September. We only picked up 3/4 of an inch of rain. So 80s expected here, the next forecast. Plus, you're starting to see the leaves change. Got the fall leaf peeping report coming up. All right, here's a look at your 8-hour forecast. Our temperatures headed into the lower 70s near the lakeshore. Inland spots will likely top in the upper 70s this afternoon. Again, sunshine galore. We're starting to see more improvement as far as the fog goes across our area. Where we're still seeing some dense fog in Lorain, down to 1/4 mile still. Also up towards Ashtabula, where you're still down to 1/4 mile. Youngstown, you've improved to 10 miles, and Port Clinton's improved to 3. So this fog is fading away. Temperatures in the upper 50s, even low 60s in spots along the lake. 63 at Port Clinton. Same with Burke Lakefront. It is 57 Hopkins Airport and in Akron. So we do have some patchy clouds across the area due to the fog. Again, that fog's lifting. We'll get rid of that. It's going to burn off, and we'll have a lot of sunshine here through the afternoon. Only chance of rain well to the north of us in parts of northern Michigan, dealing with a lot of rainfall here, and that's going to continue to stay along the Great Lakes because this high is blocking it from moving into our area. So this high will be with us for several days. It's more about the temperature forecast here as we move through the day. This is your lunch hour, and we're already well into the mid 70s. Again, upper 70s, a good bet here. There could be a couple stray 80s. I'm not expecting low 80s across our area like this model is going for. By 7 o'clock, still a beautiful evening. Maybe to have a candlelight dinner out on your patio. I know we're losing daylight. We're at 7:10 sunset, and at that point our temperatures upper 60s and low 70s. We'll drop back into the low 50s tomorrow morning. There will be a couple areas where we'll have some patchy fog around, but that will not be enough to cause a dense fog advisory to be in play once again. By 2 o'clock in the afternoon, again, I think this model is going a little bit warmer than expected. 80 degrees, a good bet, maybe 81, 82, no 83 or 84 though. Looking ahead, we've got another beautiful night, and then we'll wake up with temperatures back in the low 50s Tuesday morning. Tuesday is when I expect most of the area to get into the low 80s, which is well above average. Our average high 70. Yesterday we hit 74, so starting our warm up here. Sunrise was at 7:24 and sunset is at 7:10. We desperately need the rain. We're down about 3 inches. I'll talk more about our rainfall deficit coming up in this next half hour, but let's talk about the sunshine. 78 and sunny today on the lake, a foot or less. Water temperature 69 degrees. Some patchy fog tonight, and then by tomorrow we're back to right around 80. Plenty of sunshine across our area. Looking ahead at your 8 days.
Rounds today, hopefully they will take on Baltimore and send them back.
Yeah, send them back to eat their crab cakes.
Which is not a bad way to go. Have you ever had a good Baltimore crab cake?
I have. They're actually
they're
really
good.
delicious. And the blue crabs, yum. Okay, yeah, they can just, yeah, exactly. We'll just focus on the win today. And, you know, we're talking about those Halloween Crocs. It's not always fun to have Crocs at Cedar Point because you'll have to take them off. You might lose them. Low 70s expected here through the afternoon. By the time we hit those spooky hours, our temperatures will dip back into low 60s. So really, it's been the perfect Halloween weekend at Cedar Point. Here's your Browns-Ravens kickoff forecast. Bright skies, 75 degrees, winds out of the north at 5 to 10. And we said hello to October. It is October 1st, 70 degrees, the average high, 52, the average low. At the end of the month, look how much we drop. The average high, 58. The average low, sorry, making me shiver, 42 degrees. Sun received 52%. The average first freeze, that hard freeze, is October 28th. So we still have several mornings to enjoy. Our warmest day is 93 and the coldest 19 degrees. And we won't even talk about that 4-letter word. All right, here's a look at your time lapse across our area. Yeah, there was some clouds earlier in Put-in Bay. Still have some patchy clouds around. The areas that have the dense fog still have the patchy clouds. Otherwise, we'll get into lots and lots of sunshine. So if you have the clouds in play right now, that fog's continuing to lift and it'll get out of here soon. 56 in Barberton. Good morning, Carrollton. You're checking in at 59. We've got 60s in Menor and Paynesville. It's 62 now in Lakewood. Low 60s from Maple Heights to Garfield Heights, Wellington. You finally warmed to 57. So this ridge building into our area, this is going to keep us about 10 degrees above average or more for the next several days. So here's our taste of summer. Then we get the trough that builds in. Notice how far down it dips, and we've got the blue across the whole entire state. So we're looking at temperatures falling well below average. So it's a big roller coaster ride here. We go from 82 degrees on Tuesday to 60 next Sunday. And let me tell you, it's going to be a struggle to reach this 60-degree mark. So enjoy these beautiful days ahead. Plus, when you track these big pattern flips, you know there's going to be rain associated with it. And we'll have those scattered showers arriving late in the day and Thursday, becoming more widely scattered here as we head into Thursday night. That's our best chance of rain. And then beyond that, with the cooler air moving in, we have more rain chances, more so lake enhanced or lake effect rain chances. We need the rain. For the month of September, we were the 6th driest on record, and we're going to continue this dry stretch the next several days here as our temperatures top in the low 80s.
Well, some of you might remember reading the book series, The Boxcar Children, but have you ever thought of what it would be like to live in a boxcar? Now is your chance. I mean, I just looked them up before we came in here. It's an old series about some kids that ran away from home and lived in a boxcar. Who knew? I mean, hence the name Boxcar
So
Kids.
they were the inventors of the first tiny houses, right?
There we go.
I mean, they look exactly like those tiny houses that you just pull up.
And there's quite a few of those in the shipping container houses.
Yeah.
Always kind of neat.
Yeah.
I need space, though. I'll just be honest. I need space. I have too much junk.
Need to get away from family members as well.
That's even better.
My own space for a little bit.
All right, we're going to check with our friend here.
Favorite time. Let's check the magic 8 ball. What do we think? What are your predictions today?
It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Baltimore's got injuries, so we should pull it out.
Well, the Browns beat the Ravens. Let's see what we have here.
Oh, it says don't count on it.
Don't count on it.
And this 8 ball is always run, and do not base your bets on that.
Last week it was right. The first 2 weeks was not.
Right.
So
I'll just listen to her.
Is it going to snow today? Yes.
So now you know.
You're
we'll
both
see.
wrong. Browns are going to win.